Shalom, Akim, Adawan, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. I was just had this scripture on my mind this morning, Ecclesiastes 8:5-8, and I'm just going to do a small little breakdown just to help with some understanding on this scripture. All right, so this verse 5, whoso keepeth the commandments shall fear no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. So what I get out of this scripture is that if you keep the commandments, it'll help you with your sense of discernment and with your judgment of things. Letting the commandments be the based on how you determine how you should live your life or how you should judge certain situations. It'll keep you from the evilness, keep you from evil things that might come. Will help you resist those type of situations because you're making the proper judgments and the proper decisions. I have a precept. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Verse 15. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. So that's what I was saying. Well, let me just go to Romans 7:14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. So the law, the commandments is spiritual. So when you making judgments and when you making decisions, you making discernment on certain situations, be spiritual about it. Think about the commandments. That's why we have to meditate on the commandments, and it has to be very engraved in us. You have to make it engraved in us. All right, so go on to the next verse. Because to every purpose there's a time and judgment. Therefore the misery of a man is great upon him. So let me go to Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there's a season and a time for every purpose under the heaven. So there's a time and a place for everything, and there's a time and a place for judgment, for good things, bad things. The Most High is going to come back and judge the wicked. Verse 17, Ecclesiastes 3:17 says, I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time, therefore every purpose and for every work. So that's what I'm saying, like you keep the commandments and it helps you with your judgment, because everything there's a purpose and a time. Verse 7, Ecclesiastes 8:7, for he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? So here's my precept, Ecclesiastes 6:12, and that reads, for who knoweth what is good for man in this life, all the days of his vain life, which he spendeth as a shadow? For who can tell a man what shall be after him under the sun? So this verse right here is I'm seeing how this verse is saying man's life is vanity and is a shadow. It's nothing compared to the ancient days, to the Most High. It's just like that. So these commandments predate us, and it's helping us live this life with the discernment and with the understanding and judgments. Because you don't lean on your own understanding. Lean on the commandments. All right, last verse. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither has the power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall the wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So, first of all, I want to say about this scripture that our spirit, no man can retain it after you go. It's all about the Most High. He gives us the spirit first of all, and he can take it away. It'll go back to him. You can't retain your memories from your past life. You can't. Some of us can't even remember what we did 2 weeks ago, what we said 2 weeks ago. We can't do that. The Most High is in control of all of that. Deuteronomy 32:39 says, let's see what that says. 32:39 says, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So the Most High kills and makes alive. He makes the decisions if you can be brought back, if you remember things. He makes all of those decisions. Job 34:14 says, if he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again into dust. So I was just saying that keep the commandments, let it guide you in all decisions and all judgments. Become a wise man. Ecclesiastes 10:2 says, a wise man's heart is at his right hand, but a fool's heart is at his left. And you know that we sit on the right hand of the Father, on the righteous side, if you believe in his law, statutes, and commandments. So I hope that's edifying. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah. Shalom.